ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So we are going to do a review of the brand new STG Guard Tier 8 medium rear mounted tank. So far I've only done one match in it, and you'll be seeing that. It was the first match I had in it, so you get to see its virgin voyage. What are my thoughts on it? Great gun, crappy frontal armor. Really crappy frontal armor. Side scraping, yeah, tier 9s are still going to go through you pretty easily. Tier 8s, they might have a little, well, 7s definitely, 6 and 7s might have a little trouble going through you. Other 8s, they can still pen you, pretty reliably if they get you down in the track area, as long as they don't just blow your track off. But, so what do you get? Well, you get 1,350 hit points, which is pretty standard tier 8 medium hit point pool. The armor, you have 100 in the front on the hull, 210 on the the turret. The turret's great, by the way. On the side, you have 45 on the hull, 180 on the turret. And on the rear, you have 45 on the hull and 45 on the turret. So 45 is still a decent amount. You don't have to worry about somebody blasting HE shells into your keister. It's going to do more damage than it would if it hit your front, but it's still not going to, do full penetrating damage. So the gun on this is pretty good. It is 122 millimeter. Doesn't shoot the fastest. All right gun handling. Decent dispersion, aim time and stuff with, pretty good crew and, some vents and stuff. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. So the stock rate of fire is 4.29. Standard pen, and the nice thing is your premium is APCR. Your stock is AP with 212 pen, and your APCR is 248 pen. HE is 61. 390 average damage for your premium and your standard round, which is really nice. 530 for your HE. So that's a pretty good chunk if you can actually hit something and penetrate it fully. Sorry to take a drink there. Average damage per minute's really low, 1671. I'm guessing that's probably close to one of the lowest medium tier 8 level. That is pretty low. Dispersion 0.33. Aim time is 2.5 seconds. On mine, my rate of fire is 5.8 rounds a minute. My reload is still substantial at 11.81 seconds. So yeah, you're not going to get in there and really, you want to kind of stay back with this one and try and side scrape, and just don't get up there with an auto loader, because he's going to put all his shells into you and you're going to put one into him. So yeah, I really got to watch it. Turret traverse 37.33, hull traverse is 48. So it'll spin pretty darn fast. Don't have to worry about getting, circle strafe too bad. And the turret does completely spin around. So, if you get a scout or a medium tank that tries circle strafing, you can usually keep up with them. Gun if I could talk today, gun depression is -6 plus 17. So it's not going to work ridge lines super good, but the gun does actually, 6 is pretty good. I mean, 8 is optimal, 10 is terrific, obviously, but 6 it's doable. You just got to be careful that whatever you're shooting at has already shot, so you got time to pull over, aim in, shoot, back up. The dispersion is actually really good at 0.31, and my aim time is 2.34 seconds. That's with vents and, two crew working on their second crew skill for this crew. And obviously when you use vertical stabilizers, that doesn't show your aim time as being shrunk down here, because it shrinks it down 20% in the size of your reticle automatically. So you could take that on and off all day and it's not going to change that number. But if you do vents or gun lane drive, then it would. I was contemplating putting the gun lane drive on it, but I like keeping that reticle shrunk in, on a medium especially, if I've got to shoot while I'm moving. Helps out substantially. Now, even with the crew I have and the crew stuff that I have, gun lane drive, gun rammer, and all this stuff, vertical stabilizers, vents, my average damage per minute only got up to 1981. What a great year, too, by the way. Van Halen was rocking back then. Most of you younger people are probably like, Van who? Weight limit's 28.65 tons, so don't go smashing into too much stuff because the front of this armor really does blow. You'll do more damage to yourself than you will an enemy tank. Engine horsepower is 400. Your specific power to weight's 13.96, which is okay. That's pretty good. Not like something to write home about, but it's pretty good. Top speed is 50 in forward, 20 in reverse, and I like that 20 in reverse. Gets you out of a tight spot if need be. I've been in many of tanks where you back up and it's like you just creep backwards and you get just pounded. And you'll get up to that 50 and you'll maintain it pretty good. Concealment is pretty good. It's 18.75. View range is 384. So that's tier 8. I really was thinking about not putting the vertical stabilizer or vents, one of the two, and going with coated optics to get that view range over 400. But it's good you can spot them. But if you can't shoot them or hit them, then what's it good if you can spot them? So that's why I went with this stuff. And your signal range is 746, pretty stock. If you can get hauled down on this turret is just phenomenal. It's not too easy to pen. I mean, if you get hauled down, once you shoot, my suggestion is let's say let's back up here. Let's say there's an enemy over here. You aim at them. Well, how can I do this? So let's say aim at them. Enemies over here. You aim at them. As soon as you shoot, turn away from them to hide this little spot right here. If they're kind of over here on you, you just want to try and hide this spot right here. The commander's hatch, it's a weak spot right there. If you can get that weak spot where it's over that way and you're bouncing back and forth, it's going to be almost impossible for them to hit it. But if you're keeping it this way, even bouncing back and forth, that's not too hard of a target to hit. So that's about the only weak spot on the turret I can really see. The front is just pretty piss poor. You'll see in the match that I had pretty much everything penned me everything penned me in the front, I believe. I bounced one round from the Panther, and I think that was in my turret. So anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, I will have some gameplay and then some post-game stats for you. So just hold on, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here we are in Lakeville in the Guardian. I'm going to call this the Guardian of the Galaxy. It's called the STG Guardian or Guard. I think it's Guardian. I'm not even really sure. Anyways, so on this map, let me pause it real quick. So basically, if you ever get this map, which I really kind of hate this map, the other side I think has a better spawn point because they can set up there in those bushes right up by their base. You go into the city if you're on this side. Somebody in the city lights you up, and then the people over here just sit there and pound the crap out of you. I suggest not going down the valley. It's always good to have one or two people kind of watch the valley, but, it really sucks when you see half your team or 3/4 of your team go valley because the valley is slow moving. It's swampy, hard to move. Artillery can pound you if there's already in the match, and then the enemy team comes right up through the city, and they just beat the living crap out of you, and then get shots up on the cap, and you end up losing if you're on this side. And you go either side, really. Valley is just not, I don't waste my time going valley. It just doesn't seem to be worthwhile. It's a pretty good looking tank. I think it looks pretty nifty. And you always want to do, man, I thought I adjusted the volume on this so that you can still hear the tank, but now I can't even hear myself talking. So I know I can't hear myself. You guys probably can't hear crap. Alright, a little bit better. Anyways, I always aim my tank the way that the enemy might be. And I popped over this way because I knew the T-34 was there. And you'll see, watch this 54 mod 1. Boom. Because he's not watching that there's a fucking enemy right over there. Because he's aiming his gun up here where there's nothing to shoot at. But if he would have had his aim over this way with this gun, he could have probably got a shot at this guy. But being that he was ramming me in the ass, you'll see my shot. I still tried. It was a waste because he was an idiot and kept ramming into me because he's a fucking moron. Yeah, you want to aim your gun at where the enemy is. And I'm sorry, I still got to turn this down just a little bit more, guys. I turned one of them up. I'm thinking it was... Ah, there we are, vehicles. So yeah, you want to aim your gun at where the enemy could be. That way when they get lit, you can get a shot at him. Unlike the 54 Mod 1, who is still aiming up here. Don't think there's any enemies up here. But oh, look, there's one lit right down there. But obviously he's not the brightest person in the light bulb package because... I'm sorry. It's just that you got to aim your gun at where the tanks might be. He's not even, I mean, he's still not even aiming. They could come up and on the center road and get lit. You want to be kind of pre-aimed in the area where they might be. I see way too many people, and not just that, but what's the strongest part of your turret? You got it, the front. So if they get a shot at you while you're on the move, if hopefully they don't hit your hull, but if they hit your turret, you got the strongest piece of your turret facing them versus having your side facing them, which is usually half as strong, and they usually go right through your sides. So you want to keep your turret facing the enemy where they could possibly be at all times, even when they're not lit. So this thing's got some pretty good speed. You can see that we're doing 50 kilometers an hour, which is its top speed, and it maintains it really well. So I want to get in over here so I can get a nice little side scraping position up. I saw they note that we did not have Artie in the match, so I knocked this wall out just to get myself kind of prepped and ready. But if artillery were in this match, I would have went on to the left side. I would have went over here instead. But yeah, because with Artie, if you're on this side, they can just sit here and pound the snot out of you. So I want to, God bless America, I hate it when it does that. So I get pre-aimed in there, Panther. Oh, he actually did bounce off my side. So that, yep, you can see right here. Sweet. So I had it angled actually very well so that he bounced. I thought he hit my turret. But nope, he did hit me right there and it bounced. So yes, it's pretty good with side scraping. Higher caliber 9 and 10s are probably still going to go through you. But, you know, it's if you don't try, you never know. But we hit the Panther and we hit him for 380, a little bit low roll. And you can see that the reload on this is kind of agonizingly long. So I'm kind of sitting here waiting for something else to pop up. And, you know, if you got a side scraping tank, obviously you're going to want to side scrape with it. So I get up there, nothing. I'm thinking, what the hell? So I figure, well, the team's pushing. I'm going to push with them. But I'm going to go wide to the left. And you'll see, this is what I was talking about. Oh, I thought I heard a round when I was driving up through here. Because obviously we're lit and these guys set right up here on this ridge line in the bushes. Right up into here and then get shots off up on here you all day long. So you always want to get up past this building so that you're hid. So that's what I do. I push up here first to kind of light and see what's up there and get a shot on this AMX 100. I think he must have been loading. Then I see that Conqueror and I'm like, yep, I know I'm in trouble. Yeah, let's see where he penned me. I always like to, yeah, upper plate. That's an auto pen. Anything hits you up here, it's going to be an auto pen. I hope it's not annoying. I like to show you guys. I've got this paintball mod on here, and I like to show you if there's a new tank, where it gets hit, where it pens, and where it bounces. That way you can see firsthand if you go to buy this tank. You can say, oh, well, Tank and Trucker took it there, and he side scraped, and oh, yeah, he bounced that round right off the side there. You know, but the front went right through his upper plate, no problem. You know, I think it might help you so you can see exactly where it's getting penetrated or bouncing. So we get hit by the WZ-120. And that's... Fishing to see where he hit me. So we got hit by the Conquer again. They're hitting us in that, it's hard to see, but they're hitting us in the track area right here, and that's why I can't see where they're hitting us. But that's where they're hitting us, I guarantee it. Because obviously, that's what's facing them. So I'm backing up, but I don't want to get backed up too far because I don't want to get plugged from something up on the building there. And you can see every time I pull out with this, even at whatever angle, it's just, this has got to be it's a hull down tank. This is one of those tanks that you only want to really run where you can get hull down. And I had it on auto lock, and I didn't remember auto locking on him, so I don't know what the hell I did to do that. But you can see that time at that angle. God bless America. This can't get it to zoom out. Now watch, I'll hit that and I go about 3 miles back. Man, I'm not going to be able to, at that angle, yeah. What I should have done is probably put my face right into this area right here, or this area kind of right here, and tried side scraping, back and forth off of this. But just Conquer, it's the gun on that's just, it's too good. It's going to go through me anyways. So, but I back up and then I try it actually. But it doesn't matter because the next shot that hits me actually takes me out. I was hoping to get a shot off, one more shot off on something. Yeah, I just noticed that 1390 said, listen, chicken shit, I'm not going to die for your 400 damage. What the hell that was about? Yeah, so the WZ-120 hit me with a gold round. Everything else so far has been standard. I don't know what, before that, hit me. God, I wasn't really paying attention. Now the 54 Mod 1 zooms up here, and so we start pushing forward. But, anybody that's using XVM for one is going to see that, the stats I have are good. They're going to want to knock me out. And 2, I've only got 59 hit points left. And 3, that also counts as a kill towards one of the new tanks. And, there's a list, and you can see on, what is it? Watt Labs, I think. You can see every tank that you've ever killed in each individual tank. Like, so this Conquer can look and say, in his Conquer, he killed this an E100, blah, blah, blah. And then now he can see he killed one of these tanks here. So, yep, that was pretty stupid on that shot for me. I should have held off. But, if you don't pull the trigger, you're not going to hit it because you just ain't going to hit it. Look at this. This beast climbing up this hill. Boom. Yeah, we die here in a minute anyways. See, now, if I wouldn't have screwed up and took that shot, I would have had a shell already loaded for when he came around the corner. So, I shouldn't have shot that last shell that I did when it hit you can see where it hit the building right there. You can see the black. So, kind of sucked that that's what happened there. But we do go on to win this game. And I won't torture you and make you watch the whole thing. Unless you want to. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we do go on to win this game. We had like 3 tanks left. This Type 4 Heavy that was in the city over here, I think he took his mentally retarded pills because he was doing some stupid shit. Look at this. You got 3 tanks up here that are all one-shots. I mean, literally all one-shots. Then you got Bozo the Clown back there that's only got hit maybe once that needs to push up here and take the lead. And he doesn't. He keeps setting up. Matter of fact, I'll just play it out. I'll speed it up so you can watch what he does because it's just, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, is this dude retarded? So watch this. Let me get it back to the normal speed here. So he's so bad, wants to get a shot on the stuff that's going up the middle road that he's going to sit here and watch his team. Well, obviously he's not watching, but he's going to sit there, look at this, wiggle forward. He can't even get a damn shot. I don't know if he's a bot or something because, I mean, this doesn't make any sense what he's doing. So I'm typing Type 4 is retard because he has watch his shit. And then, so now he aims back here. He starts heading up here and then he starts aiming behind him like something's going to come up behind him when there's nothing up there. I mean, if anything, the stuff's in the center road. Absolutely, he needs to be down there helping these guys. And I believe all three of those guys get knocked out thanks to this idiot being a fucking idiot. Look at this. I mean, what is he? I'm sorry. I mean, he's got yellow stats. I mean, it's not shit, but I mean, but look at him. I said, oh my God, Type 4 is a fucking stupid. I'm sorry. But why would he stop and just start turning? Look at this. I mean, what in the hell is he doing? So the STI center. So all three of those tanks got knocked out. Well, this dumb fucking retard did nothing to get up there to help him. I mean, he took his sweet ass time over there aiming at the center road at first. Then he comes up here, aiming up this way back behind the church, lumbers down here slow as you can go, stops right here and watches the STI get killed. It's like, what the hell? This guy has got to be completely just fucking stupid. So anyways, I just wanted to show you that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the battle as much as I did. If you want to hold on for a minute, I'll have some post-game stats. So just hold on and I'll be right back. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So our first match in the new STG Guard. What are my thoughts about it? Great turret armor if you can get hauled down, but the hull armor on this thing is shit. Everything pens you from the hull. It just even trying to side scrape there, they were still hitting my lower plate and stuff. There was just the position on that map. I hate that map, to be honest with you. You get your two groups. You got your groups that sit in the valley and do nothing to help the team, and then you got your groups that go in the city, and then you got to really hope that they do good, that they're good players, and that the enemy team on the side that we were on, that the enemy isn't setting up on the road by their cap, and then a couple of their tanks come into the city, light us up, and then we just get hammered time after time by enemies up on the road. That's why I was trying to stay in front of that building, and I'll point, I pointed it out to you. I tried to stay behind that building so that the enemy tanks, because I knew I was lit, obviously, didn't just sit there and put round after round into my side. Had happened before, and it just pisses you off. So I bounced, I think, one round. Not even sure where it hit me. 240 was, that was probably from that Panther. So if he was shooting standard rounds, which I believe he was, you're looking at 198 pen. So yeah, if you angle this, he's going to have trouble going through it, but he might have hit me in the turret. Not really sure. I'll have to pay attention during the replay. So first match, it was a Class 3 Mastery Badge and a Master Gunner and a Fire for Effect. We hit the Conquer. I mean, we were using some premium rounds. I think I shot some standard rounds. Gee, to be honest with you, I'll really have to watch the replay to see what I used for ammunition. I can't remember if I actually did end up switching them back to premium or not. We penned the Conqueror there, so we penned a couple of, the tier 9s, so that was kind of nice. So hit the Conqueror once for 369, a little bit low, 390 average damage on this gun. WZ-120, we actually spotted him, knocked out his track, and hit him for 435, so that made up for the 390 low roll. The Amex 5100, 413, another good roll. Panther 88, hit him once, knocked out his fuel tank and his track. Yeah, that was the one where he bounced around from him. And hit him for 380, so 10 less than the average damage, so not too bad. T-44 100, shot him in the side there, went right through his track, and penned him for 407. So I got some pretty nice rolls, actually. Made 68,715 credits, so this thing's a cash register, and 2,310 experience. I mean, it wasn't the highest damage game. I only did 2,004 damage, which, it's all right, but, just everything was penning me. If I could have bounced some of the rounds and got some more shots off, and it does have a substantially long load time for a tier 8. Those tier 9s were actually, the tier 9 there, the Conqueror, was actually out reloading me, and he's actually the one that finished me off. Bastard, anyways. So we came in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th in damage, and we got 770 base experience, so not too shabby. He had 7 shots, 5 hit, 5 pen. 2004 damage. We got hit 6 times, 5 pen, 1 bounce for 240 bounced. I'll have to really pay attention to see where that bounced. Probably in the turret, I'm guessing. Spotted 1, damage 5, destroyed 0. Made 68,715 credits, but we made a profit of 55,870 credits after they resupplied the ammo and fixed the vehicle. So 4,400 credits, yeah, I must have shot mainly standard. So 212 pen for standard isn't too bad. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the match. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.